Why, hello. You're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. And we're transferring that fun over to YouTube.
Yes.
I was gonna think about saying this. I'll probably say it again at the end. At the time of this recording, I just want to let you guys know, if you're actually listening to this on Spotify or iTunes or iHeartRadio, that we decided to transfer things over to YouTube because
Because it's
reasons.
another platform to listen to us on.
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
You can still find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. But if you have YouTube and would rather listen to us there,
I think we would be like second monitor content.
Yeah.
You know, things to put us in the background while you're doing something else.
yeah, it's just going to be like a static image of just like Questboard logo. So there's not really a thing to watch, but you get to hear us.
Yeah. And I think the reason why I'm saying that is because, I think I'm going to try to remember, probably starting this episode at the end, just saying, hey, we're good. Suggestions could go in the comments as well.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that's going to be better because, I rarely check Twitter. And I've been telling people to go to Twitter to give us suggestions. I don't know how often I'm going to look at comments.
I will look too, when I remember to.
And that's the thing. We never remember to.
We're terrible about that.
Anyways, yeah, I didn't have any banter. I just wanted to bring that up, that we started posting things on YouTube. We already have several episodes up.
I think it's up to 7 aired now.
Something like that, but by the time this comes out, it'll be quite a bit more. And then they're going to see the time frame of how far ago we recorded this.
7 comes out on Friday. We're up to 6.
Okay, well, you have now a timestamp for when this was recorded.
Yep.
They're going to have the red strings connected on the corkboard of
figure out when
do they record?
That's right. When does this episode come out? By then, it'll probably be past episode 7.
Yes, it'll be in December, I believe.
Oh, right. So,
the second or third week in December.
By then, we should at least have, 14 episodes out?
I don't know. We're bad at planning.
I mean, we plan ahead by recording episodes ahead. That's good.
Yes, we're that smart. But that's the limit of our intelligence.
We're still working on this whole podcasting thing.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just find out what we're doing. You got dice?
I got them. 68.
68. You're one short. But we already did 69, if you remember.
I don't remember exactly which one was what number.
That was To Catch a Cure.
Oh, nice.
68. Work from home, all in caps. Easy money that anyone can do, exclamation point. Finally, live your dream lifestyle, exclamation point. Be your own boss, exclamation point. Make thousands in your first week, exclamation point. Retire early, exclamation point. Don't be left out, exclamation point. And the only reason I said every single punctuation is because of how many there are.
Yeah, this sounds like a scam.
Okay, in all the other times that we've done these mundane postings, those actually had direction. I have no idea what to do for this.
I don't either. So this makes me think it shouldn't be in D&D 5e. This feels more like something in a more modern setting. Become a telemarketer or, things like that. Work from home.
Okay, but what is the quest we'll get from this?
What if, I just have the very barest forming of an idea here. So what if you sign up to be something with the phone and you are just someone to talk to, and people call when they need someone to vent to, someone to talk to. It's you were just someone to listen, but someone calls and kind of in the middle of them, just kind of unloading on you, something happens on the other end of the line. Someone breaks into their house or, something of interest.
Okay, is this a tabletop RPG quest, or are you making a horror movie? Because this sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, I was going more horror movie line.
I have an idea.
Okay.
This is closer to Monster of the Week territory. Okay. It's a job ad that's yes, work from home, work on your computer and all that stuff.
Right.
But the quote unquote monster is a computer virus that basically fixates people to their screen so they constantly work. And so they're getting ever just working power or working slaves basically.
Mm-hmm.
to do what it needs to do.
This is reminiscent of the Glare Bears episode with the bears that took control of the children and made them constantly work.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Yeah. Similar concept, but with adults now, and it's computers.
I mean, we were bound to recycle information.
I mean, it's a different system, like, different it's essentially the same. I'm trying here. But
So do we want to do something else then?
I don't know, that one seems to work though.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it doesn't enslave them. It doesn't force them to work. But every time they use, say, this program to like do their job or do whatever it is that they are signed up to do, it generates power for like something, or I don't know,
I got an idea.
what's up?
Instead of controlling them, it causes them to be addicted to doing the work.
That is actually pretty good.
A possession that's more of like addiction.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Maybe using whatever this program is or whatever like this thing is that they use to work from home, it somehow like there's built-in patterns into it that visually give them like dopamine or something. Like it's a visual thing that causes their bodies to react as if they are addicted.
Or is it like a form of like subliminal hypnotism that they believe that they're getting a dopamine rush?
Okay.
Okay, but what is the angle? What is the purpose of doing this?
So the whole scenario is you can just do this from home. So maybe it's some sort of data crunching thing where all they have to do is input numbers.
Cryptocurrency.
Kind of, sort of. But like all they have to do is sit there and input numbers that they are given and put them into like this sheet or something. And that's it. That's all they're doing. They're organizing data. And somehow that organizing data is bad.
I mean, okay, are we like making this evil corporation or bad evil corporate guy is the villain?
I like the whole concept of it being some sort of digital monster. It's not even bad corporation. It's like an AI that's gone rogue or something like that.
Okay, but what is the purpose of the AI or the virus or anything like that? What is the purpose of them doing that work?
It's gathering information on everyone.
But they don't really need people to do that. They have access to Wikipedia
True.
and YouTube.
Yeah.
All an AI needs is Wikipedia and YouTube, and that thing will understand humanity in a complete nutshell.
Sometimes in the wrong way.
No, it's guaranteed in the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you want it even worse, add Reddit.
Oof.
I go on Reddit. That's the only reason I'm saying this. I'm one of them.
Like, what would an AI need out of humans? Maybe it believes that the best way to control humans is to, make them work, give them purpose.
Okay, I had some thought. Have you ever saw the movie I, Robot with Will Smith?
Yes.
That was the whole 3 laws of robotics and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And one of them is to not harm humans or protect humans.
Yep.
And the mother AI or whatever that thing was, basically it took its understanding of the 3 laws and twisted it
Right.
to saying like, you cannot, in order to protect you, we have to kill you or anything like that. Humans are endangerment to themselves, so we have to wrangle you or control you / kill you.
Mhm.
So what if this AI, let's say it's like military AI or something like that, that's the usual go-to, has an understanding of trying to do things efficiently. And they believe that humans are the most efficient things.
I believe the word is inefficient, isn't it?
Inefficient.
Anyway,
whatever,
sorry.
words. But they believe that they're super inefficient. So they have to have a way to get them to increase their efficiency.
Gotcha.
And that's like the same thing as like that rat experiment where they had its brain exposed.
Mhm.
And when the rat pushes a button, it signals or shoots dopamine in its brain.
Mhm.
That the rat will push that button all day until it dies.
Yep.
It's that kind of concept, but it's actually humans being efficient for the greater good or for society that AI would think is better.
Gotcha.
Yes? No?
Yeah, no, that tracks. So in order to keep the humans safe, it gives them menial tasks.
I don't know if it's like quote unquote safe. I think its purpose is trying to make things efficient society.
Okay.
Its goal is not about safety.
Okay.
It's about trying to get things efficiently done.
All right.
And
all
so
right.
that's what's causing people to die and all that stuff and being an actual problem.
Gotcha.
I don't know how we'll defeat this.
I don't know how to beat that either. Like, you got to find the server and break it.
Okay, my mind went to Tron,
That's always fun.
but if this is Monster of the Week, I don't know.
If it's Monster of the Week and we're sending the party into the computer, that's fun. That's a great idea. Because do their abilities come with them, like their weapons and things?
I don't know. The Keeper is gonna have to just wing it.
I kind of want to send them into the computer now. Send them into the digital world.
Did you ever see that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog where his computer had a virus? It was a cold.
I might have. That was a long time ago.
Okay, well, Courage the Cowardly Dog did it,
Okay.
where his computer had a virus, which was a cold, and he just, in the virtual space, fed it chicken soup or something like that.
That's adorable.
Muriel's soup, and he felt better.
That's cute. Just about every show does have a I'm going to go into my computer episode.
A lot of kids shows.
A lot of
do.
kid shows, sorry. Not live action.
Yeah, didn't you see that episode of Dawson's Creek where they jumped into their computers?
Yeah. No, I'm talking cartoons here. Sorry. I watch a lot of cartoons. It's
Sorry.
kind of
So no, I just showed my age by saying Dawson Creek. Because that's like early 2000s.
Oh no, you're so old.
I am old.
Says the person who's older than him.
By only 2 years.
Hey, counts.
Sure. So is it okay if they jump into the internet or into a computer?
Mhm.
I think it's them. Okay, now this is going to be it's going to be a chase through the internet
Yep.
in which there'll be like virtual representations of all the websites, whatever the keeper knows
Oh
and
gosh.
could think of representations.
That'd be fun.
If we're gonna go this route, you and I could just talk about sites that we know and how to like kind of represent it in a tabletop fashion.
Right?
But we're gonna go with the generic ones.
Yeah.
And we're not going political.
No.
That means we're avoiding a certain social media that we ask suggestions for on.
I mean, it's not specifically political.
Recently, it's been a lot.
Okay.
Okay. If we go into that website, we're not going to talk about posts that are about political stuff.
No. The posts can be there, but we don't have to talk about them. They can be there if your keeper wants to put them in.
Yes, we're not touching it.
Nope, I don't do politics. So,
Let's go with a happier one.
yeah, the internet's a dark place.
I just realized there's no really happy one.
Yeah. No, I just can't stop thinking about Twitter, which is now called X. Because
Okay.
I always imagined it, like, I've seen, actually, in the second Wreck-It Ralph movie, have you seen that one?
No, I have not.
I think we've been over this. Ralph Breaks the Internet. They do have visual representation of various websites. And one of them is a large tree with a bunch of birds. And one bird tweets, and a speech bubble pops up above it. And then all of the other birds around it retweet. And then it just spreads through the whole tree.
One, I guess I can never come up with anything original anymore.
Sorry.
Two, okay, that would be a more family-friendly version.
Yeah, it's a kid's movie.
I was thinking, okay, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
The entire virtual space would be just columns of bookshelves, and it's just loose, like, stacks of paper on each shelf.
Okay.
And that's it. It's not exactly books, because I wouldn't classify Wikipedia as books, you know?
I would, but that's just, aesthetically pleasing to me.
Yes, but I feel like for Wikipedia, it's more chaotic and more loose form.
What if scrolls?
Okay.
Because you have to scroll down on the Wikipedia page.
Well, you can make that pun for every single website we're about to talk about.
This is true, but it is essentially like one page that you just, roll open.
Okay, fine. I like that.
Okay.
Instead of bookshelves, there are those diamond cubbies.
Yeah, the kind you'd find in a wine cellar.
Yeah, those kind. And it's just filled with scrolls, and on the outside label is just like the title of it
Mm-hmm.
that you then start opening up.
Perfect.
It's just a complete space that's filled with millions upon millions. It's an endless, like, you look down and you can't even see the endpoints of it.
Yeah, it just fades into
But
a
then
fog.
every once in a while, it's like those breaks in the middle where you could then go.
And every now and then you'll see an editor. So someone who is sitting at a little desk with like a quill or something and just editing.
Oh,
the
like
scroll.
those old timey monks.
Yeah,
Okay, let's actually make them look like those like
Yeah.
monastery monks.
yeah. So there's your Wikipedia for you. I don't know how that's going to come into play, but there's your
No.
Wikipedia.
No, the rest of this episode is just inspiring for just different themes of websites now.
Oh, so it's going to be like a Scooby-Doo chase through all of these areas.
Sort of. It depends on what the keeper wants.
But what does the AI look like?
Okay, we could think of a virtual representation of the AI.
Yeah.
And Then we'll just go back to the websites.
Or we can do the websites and then we'll come up with what the AI looks like.
Up to you.
I don't know. I just thought about that. I was like, what would it look like running through all of these? Would it change its appearance for each website? Change what it looks like so it doesn't get caught by firewalls or anything? We
I
can
think
literally have a firewall in a few spots. Like a wall of fire.
maybe for the more restricted websites.
Yeah. The more secure websites.
Yeah, like you pass by just a door. Okay, is it like a hallway and then different doors is the different websites, like the like endless hallway with endless doors, and
That could work.
each one is has the name of the website on the door,
That could work.
and so then it's like whitehouse.gov.
You open the door and it's just a wall of fire.
Yeah, or like you grab the handle and then just like fire erupts right in front of it,
Oh, that works too.
and you take fire damage or whatever.
Gotta watch out for the firewall. So I had an idea for Facebook.
Okay.
That one's actually books, but it's arranged more like a school library or like a bookstore where some of the books are facing forward and those are like recommended people.
I would say that's pretty good on the literal sense. My mind went to just like a joke where you open up and it's just filled with minions, and just minions saying the like lines that would be associated with their memes that people always post.
Banana.
Banana.
I don't know what all they say. I do know they say banana.
I'm just saying that parents, the older generation who use Facebook,
They do
always
love
love
minions.
posting minion memes.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
So it's a room full of minions just saying every other meme out there on the internet.
Yeah, but it'll be in their voices
Yes.
where you barely understand it.
Right.
So if anything offensive is being said,
You
Can't
probably
really
just brush it off as like, okay, whatever.
I heard things, yes.
Yeah.
YouTube, you go into it and it's like an art gallery.
Okay.
But instead of the paintings,
Mhm.
it'll be like the frame, and then it'll be like an open window. So there's no glass or anything like that.
Mhm.
And a little deep and like a crevice beyond it, you just see cats.
Just cats.
I'm just playing off of cat videos.
Yeah. Lots of cat videos. Maybe some other, like an influencer trying a food or trying like a new device that just came out. All sorts of stuff like that.
And all of them has like right below the clickbaity titles.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have that clickbait title.
You won't believe what happened.
Oh, am I a scam? Things like that. So my next thought would be Netflix is just a theater, like a movie theater. You open the door and then there's just a hallway with now showing, and it's got like, Netflix things.
Okay. I'm wondering about that because I could picture also Netflix being similar to just a Blockbuster store back when that was a thing,
Oh,
because you
yeah.
select what movie you want to watch.
That is true. It's an old block. It's gotta be.
And if you're
Because
listening,
that's what killed Blockbuster.
if you're listening to this and you don't know what Blockbusters is or looks like,
Aw.
ask your parents.
It's an old movie store where they would display DVDs and VHSs on shelves, and they'd usually be facing out, like, not if they had a lot of us, in a section, they'd be like book style. But more often than not, you could see the cover of it, so you could be like, "Ooh, that looks good." And they also rented out video games.
I didn't know yet that you're their mom.
I'm your internet mom.
Because I just said ask your parent, and then you just immediately started explaining it.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there who don't know what a Blockbuster is anymore, and it makes me sad.
Okay, go to the last Blockbusters available in the U.S., which is in Oregon.
Oh yeah,
There's one Blockbuster.
there's one left, and it is a national treasure.
No, that's Nicolas Cage.
No, he stole the national treasure.
No, he is. He became the national treasure after he stole the national treasure.
Hide the Blockbuster from Nicolas Cage.
There could only be one.
No,
So,
I just remember Blockbusters where when they stopped renting out video games, that's where we got our Super Nintendo from. Is we bought the one that they were getting rid of and some not very good games off of them. Mostly
yeah.
sports.
they didn't make the best games back then.
No, they did make good games. We didn't get any of them.
Okay, there's a lot of games that they made that were just trying to make money off of this new market.
Yes. Pac-Man World 2.
Oh, I was about to say E.T.
No, Pac-Man World 2. One of the most annoying games you could possibly ever play. You don't control the main character. He does whatever he wants. Your job is to convince him to do what you want him to do.
It sounds like a relationship. Am I right? Nah.
But yeah, there is a video about it on YouTube. look it up, see how annoying it is.
Okay. Anyways, new website.
New website. The websites we have out there include Tumblr.
I do not use Tumblr. I don't know.
I don't use it as much anymore, but it does exist still, and it does still do things. Everyone has their own personal blog, and you can reblog from other people or post your own things.
Reddit would be just a bunch of text. Everywhere would be a chaotic mess.
Yeah, Reddit would be definitely a chaotic mess, like almost shouting at you.
I would say just text flying around, and it would be like huge blocks of text that are like, imagine them to be like cars and just could run the players over.
That would be terrifying. We still didn't describe what Tumblr would be, but I'm kind of drawing a blank on how to physically represent that.
I don't know Tumblr well enough to do it.
Yeah. Hey, let us know if you have any cool ideas for Tumblr, because I don't.
Okay, but what about TikTok?
What about TikTok?
So is it going to be just like lines upon lines of like similar thing is what I described to YouTube, but instead at the frames, it's like an elevator behind it, and it just shifts up, and then it just shows the next thing after six seconds to like a minute,
I was
and just
thinking
constantly shifting,
it could be arranged like a hall of mirrors.
and it's just constantly changing content.
Because one thing I've noticed with a lot of TikTok videos is they're using the front camera, which mirrors everything.
But you could say the same thing with YouTube Shorts.
Yes. There might be a section of YouTube that just actually, here's a thought. What if the TikTok and YouTube areas are actually slightly connected, because there's a lot of TikToks that make their way over to YouTube?
Well, they don't like to admit that, but
They really
they're
don't.
the same thing. I actually have an idea.
It's a hidden door.
Okay, go for that. On the door, that's for TikTok. You see that's like partially peeled, like of where the plaque is, or like bent or something like that, and you could see Vine beneath it.
Oh. If they don't remember Blockbuster, they're not going to remember Vine either.
Vine is newer
Yes.
than
true.
Blockbuster.
All right. Holler if you remember Vine.
Down in the comments.
Yeah.
What other safe websites can we go on?
Okay, let me just go through my...
We're not talking about the dark web.
Amazon. Giant box store.
Okay, imagine Costco.
Yeah, but you can buy anything.
Yeah. Okay, imagine Costco mixed with Ready Player One when Parsible went on his shopping spree.
Okay, yeah,
Kind of like that, where it had holographic versions.
right. What about Twitch?
Mm.
Ooh, I got it. So, you know how a like news room is set up where there's like the desk and the backdrop, but then it's just all open around that because it's all cameras? So the Twitch area is just a bunch of like almost not quite cubbies, but rooms like that, where there's the backdrop, there's the desk, and the person either playing a game or doing whatever it is they do on Twitch. And then you go down the hall and it's another one and it's another one. Like they're just set up all next to each other. A bunch of studios.
Okay. Have you seen that video where it was like a Taiwanese like TikTok factory where it had lines upon lines of like set up for TikTok stands, and it's just women like posing in front of them, and they're like super close together, but it's always framed that they don't see their neighbors?
No, that sounds cool.
I should show you this after we're done, but it reminded me of that.
I might not remember. But that does remind me of, I've seen selfie studios at the mall where they've just got different sections, and if you angle your camera right, then it looks like you're just in this really cool room, but really it's just the wall behind you is painted.
Yeah. I had an idea while you were talking, and then I lost it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What was I gonna say?
Oh hey, one really important website that we should probably discuss: Spotify, or any music place like iHeartRadio or iTunes.
They're gonna be playing this podcast. No, it'll be okay. If you go into a room like that, I feel like it'll be just the walls are just lined with speakers.
Speakers or records?
No, I'm thinking speakers, and just like
Okay.
music would just be playing in the room.
do
It'll be
you
random music
remember-
or whoever the keeper wants that music
Yeah.
to play.
Do you remember, I don't know if they still do it, but at some music stores, they would have like a disc playing in a system with a set of headphones just hanging on a hook, and you could grab the headphones and listen to whatever was playing. So
That
you
was-
could sample the music. Whoop. Pardon me, I just punched the microphone.
Well, that was back before the COVID times.
Yes.
In the way back when.
Yes, but this is the internet.
I'm just saying that it's very old.
Thank you for calling me old.
No problem.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. You could either have a bunch of music blaring or have people be able to select and listen to whatever songs they want to listen to, because that is how those websites work. You choose your music.
True, but we're just doing funny representations.
Yes, it looks like a music store.
Except for it's not a store.
Right, not a store. I feel like Hulu would be arranged like YouTube.
YouTube or Netflix?
Good point.
Because I think it's closer to Netflix.
Yeah, it is a little closer to Netflix. You're right, because they do shows, not creator content.
I suddenly remember what I forgot.
Ooh, what'd you forget?
It's going to be real sad.
Oh, no.
There's going to be a section for the search engines.
Oh.
And they're going to find Ask Jeeves.
Mm.
And they're going to open it, and they're going to find a guy that's in a butler suit dead on the ground.
Oh, no.
Because Ask Jeeves isn't a thing anymore.
So there is a search engine in the Wreck-It Ralph movie, and he's this like adorable little like bean-shaped man. And when they're asking about things, they get like one letter out, and he starts trying to guess what they're going to say. He's like, sorry, my autocorrect is just too high today.
That would be Google.
Yes, that was like a representation of Google. But he was kind of dressed up like a little butler man.
I feel like it should be maybe at the start before even going down the hallway. It's like a lobby area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 4 desks.
All right.
That's like receptionist desks.
Mm-hmm.
And one is Google.
Yep.
One is Yahoo. One is Bing.
I was waiting
the
for the
last
Bing.
one. And last one is Jeeves, who's dead in the chair.
Oh, gosh.
And which then they would fight basically for, except for Jeeves, they would fight for who gets to escort them down the hallway or through the internet.
Let's just say there's a long line in front of Google.
And Yahoo's like saying, hey, I'm here too.
Yeah.
And Bing is just being quiet.
One thing I love seeing is all these posts out there is like, I searched this up on Google and Bing, and guess what happened? Like, Google gave them a regular response. Bing gave them some sort of unhinged, this is not what I was searching for kind of response. I don't remember much more than that. I just know the Bing answer was unhinged.
I remember Google suggesting a bunch of stuff because it was sponsored.
That happens a lot too, yes.
And it's like, that's not what I'm searching for, but it's sponsored. And I used one word that triggered that.
Yep.
So no search engine is perfect.
No.
That was my idea.
That was a good idea.
I can't think of any other websites.
Yeah, I've gone through my whole list of things here.
Okay. So should we need to come up with what the monster looks like. The virus.
Yes.
That's
The
making
virus or the
people
AI.
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Technically, viruses are AIs that are designed to do a specific thing.
That is true.
And I think a virus is defined as something that's invasive, that's controlling or doing something that not normally what the computer should do.
Also true.
So the AI is a virus.
The AI has turned itself into a virus.
No, the AI is still its advanced AI.
Okay.
It's just through its actions, it's technically now categorized as a virus.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's making people basically hooked on doing a specific work on their computers
Mm-hmm.
to make them more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Doing dopamine hits that makes them addicted to doing specific work tasks to make the human race more efficient.
Right.
And that is actually causing them to work so much to not eat, not sleep, that they start slowly dying out.
Yes.
So now that we got that, what is the quote unquote representation of the AI/virus that the party's going to be encountering in the virtual space?
I feel like, random thought here, it's just a dude in a suit. Like, it gives itself a human representation. It's a man wearing a suit, like hair perfectly slicked back. Every little inch of him is just perfect. He's got the white gloves on.
You're just describing G-Man from Half-Life.
I don't know this reference.
He's a very smooth talking man that talks to Morgan Freeman. Not Morgan Freeman.
Do I need to Google this?
Mr. Freeman.
Oh.
I know his last name is Freeman.
Okay.
Please don't yell at me, internet.
Are you talking about the actor?
The main character in the first game.
Okay. Not the actor Morgan Freeman.
No.
Okay.
The main character of the first game. But he's known as the G-Man and all that stuff. You're describing basically him. And he arrives and appears at random spots.
Okay. That was my thinking, because he's trying to make things more, like, efficient, more streamlined. So would, like, it technically not also be efficient and streamlined?
Also, you're describing Mr. Smith from Matrix.
Yes. without the sunglasses.
Yeah, the sunglasses represents him no longer being controlled by the robots. Him taking off the sunglasses meant that he was freed, and then he became a
Ah.
virus.
I was also slightly describing Captain Kuro from One Piece in his butler outfit.
I am never going to get that one.
Did you not watch the live action One Piece? He's in that.
I'm like halfway through.
Okay. Well, you'll get to the butler eventually and you'll know what I mean.
Probably not, but
Okay.
okay.
Also, spoilers. Sorry.
Okay, so we make the virus AI a just cold, heartless calculating because it is about efficiency.
Yes.
So very cold, calculating way of speaking and look to it, where it's very plain, very Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Pasty white dude,
Oh, heck yeah. So pasty.
brown
Maybe-
hair.
I was thinking maybe he's just full on grayscale. No color. That's not efficient.
I think efficient would be okay. Take any character creator in a video game.
Hmm.
You see that default setting?
Hmm.
That's him.
Yep.
Because that is efficiency where you're just saying done instantly.
Yep.
So
There you go.
pick any game and do that, and then that's it.
Default. So, okay, I know I gave him a him persona. Do we necessarily want it to be a man or a woman?
Well, it's an AI, it has no gender.
Okay, so androgynous.
Yes. But that's the thing. Basically, in most games, it's always male first in the
Yes.
character creator. If we go based off that,
That is
it
true.
looks like a male, but it's just non-gendered because it's an AI.
For the games that don't ask you first, it's usually set to male first.
Mm-hmm. So we're basing off of that.
Okay, gotcha.
It looks like a male, but it is non-gendered
Yes.
because AI does not care.
All right. So we have our AI. We have various websites that they could follow it through. How do they follow it? How would they be able to catch it?
We spend so much time on the websites.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame you for that one.
Sure, blame me. It's Monster of the Week magic.
Okay. Yeah.
That, or it's just they could do the Deus Ex Machina where they find a scientist that has the technology of Tron,
Mm.
and then it's like, we have to stop this, Morty.
Wait. You said that in a Doc Brown voice, but then you said Morty.
I know. I accidentally said Morty, and I meant to say Marty.
Double reference.
And I said it. I was like, I can't back out now. Hopefully, no one caught that, or you didn't catch that.
Oh, I caught it. I definitely caught it.
You know, I'm just trying to get. You know what? I'm doubling down. I was just trying to get as much references as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got
That's clearly it. Yes.
Honestly, though, some sort of Rick and Morty and Back to the Future crossover would be kind of interesting.
Okay. So, total side tangent, and then we're gonna probably wrap up.
Okay.
If they make a crossover between Back to the Future and Rick and Morty, Rick Sanchez will be such a jerk and just berate Doc Brown the entire time of how that doesn't work. It's stupid. And the third movie, you basically went against your own code about like keeping the timeline by saving the woman and then marrying her and then turning a train into a time machine.
Yeah. He would give him such a hard time about that.
The third movie isn't that great. I love Back to the Future.
Yeah. Well, first one's awesome. Second one, pretty good. Third one, I vaguely remember it.
Third one is the worst one, but that's usually how it goes with sequels.
Yeah.
It just goes downhill.
I don't know. How to Train Your Dragon did a really good third one.
I didn't watch it.
I have it.
I was disappointed in the second one. I'm just like, eh.
Okay, third one's good.
First one was good, and then I saw the second one. I was like, this is dumb. They clearly tried to just make a movie out of something that was already wrapped up.
Except that the movies don't follow the books at all.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They never do.
No.
They hardly do.
They take some general ideas from the books. It is not the same story in the slightest. I'll elaborate about this later for you.
Okay, we'll make a special episodes where Tiffany rambles on about something. And it's just, I'm just going to put in audio of me just saying, every once in a while,
Yeah.
as if I'm actually there.
Oh, like those moments where I'm Googling something and only kind of half listening to you?
Yeah, you can actually hear it if you paid attention on our previous episodes.
I'm trying to listen. I'm also trying to look up information so I have, good information for the podcast. I try.
Okay. Just like how we try to make good episodes.
I think we make some pretty good episodes.
And I think we are done with this one. The interesting concept of an AI trying to have humans done efficiently led to a comical version of going through the internet. So that is a very wacky theme changing quest that we made. If you liked it, if you put it into your own campaign, let us know in the comments or on Twitter at QuestBoardPod. And if you have a suggestion of your own of a job posting that's hopefully better than this random one that we got, let us know on both the platforms. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.